Hi ma'am, good evening.
Hey, hi
Hi
Sai.
ma'am, good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm in my summer phase. What's about you?
You are in summer phase. Great.
Yup. How about you?
I'm not in winter phase exactly. Okay, so how is your weather over there, Sai? Climate, especially climate.
Ma'am, you can see it's not that much cold. You need fan here. Good
Okay.
evening, ma'am.
Fine. Hey, good evening. Anirudh, how are you?
Ma'am, I'm in my summer phase.
You are also in summer phase. Oh gosh. You all are in summer phase. Great. Lovely to know about that. So how did you celebrate your Anirudh birthday? Yeah, how was your
And it was ma'am fantastic.
fantastic? So how many just friends were invited from your end?
And what he said?
How many friends were invited from your end?
I'm no friends. I'm just family members because we were going to the marriage party, so the party was not that much long. That's why.
Okay, okay, fine, got it. So what is the best gift you have received on your birthday?
Ma'am, the best gift I received was that chocolate box because it was my favorite and I wanted it for 1 or 2 years. I was requesting my father for buying that, and I
Okay,
got
your
it.
father have provided. Okay, fine, fine, got it. Hey Divya, good evening. How are you?
Good evening, ma'am.
How are you? And where is Sujita? Why chair
It's
is?
coming. 1 minute.
So now tell me, Divya, how was your weekend?
It was not very good or not very bad. It was so we can.
Okay. And what about you, Sujita? How are you today?
I'm driving, ma'am.
Lovely to know about that. So, how is the weather at your place, Divya?
It was very cool, ma'am.
So, at your place, it is like offline classes are going on or online classes are running at your place?
Online classes, sorry, offline classes are going on.
Fine.
Nothing very much, but cooling the it's very cool than every day.
Okay. Okay. So, temperature is getting reduced now day by day at
Yeah,
at your place? Okay.
yes, ma'am. What's about your place?
Uh, it's not that much cold, but pollution is there. So in Delhi, especially, schools are closed and online classes are being provided to the students. Offline classes are not. It's for this week. Rest depend on government.
Yes, it's in my place. It's 70 degrees Celsius.
70 degree?
Sorry, 27 degrees.
Yeah, 70 degree.
I'm sorry, ma'am. Sorry.
27. So it's not that much cold. Yeah, it means 27.
Yeah,
It's not
but
cold.
it's very cool. Oh,
Yeah.
and the water also very cold.
So it won't be like 27. Just check it.
No, ma'am, it's 27. Now it's 27. If it will be after 20 minutes, it will be 26 degrees Celsius. And my phone is looking like that, showing like that. Uh, After 1 hour, then it will be 23 degrees Celsius. Divya, are you using weather forecast? Yeah. Ma'am,
27 degree, how can be it is like cold, that much cold, Divya?
Ma'am,
check
but
it.
I don't know that it's showing that.
Ma'am, and 24 Celsius, 74 Fahrenheit.
Okay, fine. Wait a bit. So it's not that much cold, indeed. Hmm. Okay, wait a bit.
Let's see here.
It is blur. Yes, yes, now.
Can you see it now?
Yes, ma'am, I can see. Yeah, yeah, dear, I can
Yeah.
see.
Ma'am, I have also cold.
Oh, you?
Yes.
Okay. So you caught cold, right? Fine. Now, see in your chat section, guys. Sai, are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
How about if I just tell you to share your about your childhood? Can you?
Yes, ma'am.
But you have to use certain words. Are you ready for the same?
Okay.
So the first, like write it down quickly about your childhood. You have to use memorable, right? When you are going to share your childhood story, so you have to use certain words, right? Got it? Innocent. Definitely, I will share with you. But in the meanwhile, you can also write down innocent. The other term is curious, playful, joyful.
Ma'am,
Yes.
can we do the conversation?
Yeah,
Please.
we are. It is kind of that only, right? Wait a bit. Uh, Let me write down, please.
Ma'am, after joyful, what you said?
Explorative nature. Mm, then after, you can write down cherished or precious and cherished. Okay, precious and cherished. Thereafter, dreamy nature, mm, carefree, nostalgic, uh, imaginative. I guess now you have to use all these terms, right? You can see, check your WhatsApp group, and here I'm just going to share in the chat section as well. It will be helpful for you all. Just go and check it. Okay. Now, what do you have to do? You have to describe your childhood. Okay, memories and all. Uh, Whenever you are going to describe, right, your childhood story, so take care of uses would. Okay, either would or you can use used to. Okay, to describe your habits related to childhood, right? Would or either would or used to. Okay, you can use, but take care. Along with that, you have to use will form of verb always.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am,
Hmm?
ma'am, please tell me meanings of some of the words like nostalgic, carefree, dreamy nature, precious and cherished, explorative nature, and innocent.
Good question. Now, first of all, Sai, come up.
Ma'am, I don't know also the meaning of some of these like dreamy nature, carefree, nostalgic, etc.
Now, over to first sentence, memorable. First word, memorable. Any doubt? Anybody has any doubt?
No, ma'am.
No. Nobody has doubt? Can I consider it in this way? Because nobody is asking me. Divya, Sujita, Janvi. Janvi, welcome. Good evening, dear.
Ma'am, I'm just seeing that words. 1 minute.
Kindly check it. Janvi, today you all are going to speak about your childhood memories, right? So when you are going to describe that particular thing, so you have to use certain words that I have mentioned again. Okay. So what I want, you have to use all these terms, right? So now, if you have any doubt in any you have any doubt related to any vocabulary word from here, you can ask me, right? The first term is memorable. I guess it is quite familiar, right? You all are quite familiar with these words: innocent, curious, playful, joyful, right? If there is any doubt related to first, second, third, fourth, fifth, if there is any doubt, you can ask me quickly. Out of these 5 words,
No, ma'am.
no,
Ma'am, but curious means very uh, doubtly
But
type.
ma'am,
no.
ma'am,
Curious
ma'am,
means
ma'am,
curious means
ma'am,
curious means someone who is ready to know about something. He is very like jigyasu किस्म के जो होते हैं, means they are very interested to know something. Like if I say a child, a kid, don't touch that fire. Now the child is
Yes,
quite
ma'am, I
why
understand.
my mama is saying now don't, my didi is saying don't touch that fire. Why? Okay, so he will try to touch that fire, that flame, because he's curious
Yes.
to know something, right? Very
Yeah.
excited to know about something, right? That particular thing
So
person
what
is
happens
curious.
if I touch the fire?
Yes,
Then he
exactly. Okay, clear. Now number six is
ma'am,
explore. Huh,
ma'am,
yes.
the ma'am second one.
Innocent.
Yes, ma'am.
Your sister is quite innocent, I feel. You know, innocent means क्या होते हैं innocent का मतलब? नहीं समझे? जो कि like
the person who don't know anything.
no, actually who is very pure by heart.
Yeah.
Okay, innocent, right? They can never ever do anything wrong with anyone. अनिरुद्ध है कि उनके बारे में हमेशा बोलते रहते हैं मेरी सिस्टर ने ये क्या वो किया. Innocent, I can see like miss kids, right? Who are from 1 to I think 0 to like nearly 6, 7, 8 years के होते बहुत ज़्यादा innocent होते. They don't know what is right, what is wrong. They don't know cleverness. Okay, they can never ever ditch to anyone. They're very innocent, right? If you say it is day, so they will think that yeah, it is day only. If you say see, uh if you take this food meals, so definitely like you will find this and that, they will quickly rely you. They are very innocent, right? They cannot miss, they cannot go through like if you are you are trying to make any trick with them, they can never ever read that. Okay, between the lines, they can never ever read between the lines. They will never ever think that someone can ditch them. If you say this is that, this is that, okay, for them, clear? They're very innocent, right? Now so is it clear, Anirudh?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, fine. Now or I can say they are really unaware of any bad things, right? They're very cute. So now curious, innocent, memorable, clear, playful, joyful. Now explorative nature. What is that? You are quite familiar of with the word explore. What is the meaning of explore? We say ना like uh, we are trying to explore new places. मतलब किसी जगह के बारे में जानना, new things के बारे में explore करना, खोजना, right? We are not aware of many things, right? So now you will try to explore new things. Okay, why it happens, what is the exploring. Suppose for example, you people have never ever been Delhi. So if you just make a plan, so definitely you will try to explore new places, you will try to experience new cuisines, food, right? You will try to mingle up with the people, so you would love to visit many places. What is that? That means you are exploring new things, right? Because you have never ever experienced those things. Okay, explore. Okay, and what I can say, explore, it means, or you can say when you are looking into something or you are investigating something, exploring, you are exploring because you are not aware of all things, right? Clear? That is new for you. Particularly those things are certainly like means that is present on this earth. Okay, that clear, but you are not aware of that. Clear? Clear? Any doubt? No doubt. Okay,
Ma'am,
so you are
I didn't understood it properly.
okay. Divya, suppose uh you have been given,
Meaning of
you have been see, you have been given different dishes, cuisines, right? You, but there are few dish you have never ever tasted, right, Divya? So definitely you will try to taste that. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So it means you are trying to examine that particular thing, whether it is tasty or not. Yes or no? What kind of taste it is? It means you are investigating that. Yes or no?
Yes,
Right?
ma'am.
So that is exploring. You are exploring new things. Now clear?
Yeah.
It can be anything. It can relate it to your place. Means if you are exploring something, it can be you are, if you are going somewhere you have never ever been, you got opportunity. So of course you would just explore those places. Yes or no?
Okay,
Right?
I understood.
Yeah.
Exploration,
So now,
explorative in
so
terms
explorative
of.
nature. The kid has explorative nature because he's like knave. The child is a knave, newbie, right? He has, he means a छोटा जो बच्चा होता है उसने कुछ भी नहीं देखा, he has not seen anything, right? He's very, suppose 1 year or 2 years, so what is there, he would love to see everything, right? So
Exploration
he would,
in terms of nature.
yeah, so he has explorative nature. Explore is a verb and explorative it's an adjective, right? So the child has explorative nature. Clear?
Yes,
it is, it is
ma'am. I
it is
understood.
kind of like more or less it is like if the child is curious, so he would love to just explore new things, right? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine.
Yeah.
Now the next is precious and cherished. Okay, so what is their precious and cherished? Precious and cherish, it means like childhood is really precious. We can never ever get back our childhood, right? Even though you cannot get it back by paying money as well, right? So it is quite precious. Those means our memories and all, right? And cherished. Cherished means we just keep it in our heart, right? We just, those memories are somewhere, मतलब संजो के रखना हमारी memories को, cherish करना, right? Clear? दिव्या, okay, दिव्या तो हिंदी नहीं समझते. दिव्या, suppose if you have something precious and cherished, means suppose your grandmother, you love her a lot, right? And she has given you a gift, so it doesn't matter what is the cost of that gift. you will just keep it very safely, right? Right? Yes or no? You will try to preserve it, right? So it means
Yeah.
that is precious and means you just cherish that gift, right? That is very near to your heart, or you can say you will just deeply connected with that gift and you will try to take care of that gift. So that is precious for you. You would cherish that. Clear? Now the next is dreamy nature. The child is dreamy in nature because child can dream anything. Suppose, for example, if the child just come across any like fairy tale and all, right, about prince, princess, right, and many more things are there. So actually that is stories. In reality there is nothing like that, right? But the child, he has dreamy nature. He starts dreaming, right? Clear? Dreamy nature.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Sai?
I did not understand the dreamy nature properly.
Okay.
Same to
So
me.
listen. The child, what kind of the child has imagination. With his imagination, he can make Chota Bheem and many more things are there. Like वो तो है अभी वीडियोस में आपके उसमें है. But somewhere like child just try to make his own character in his mind, right? Suppose someone is telling story, सो जाओ नहीं तो ऐसा ऐसा ऐसे ऐसे दो दांत वाले सिंगो वाले ऐसे ऐसे आ जाएंगे कोई. So the child will just take it seriously, even though mama says आंखें मत खोलना, आंखें बंद करो नहीं तो वो पीछे से आया, वो ऐसे आंखें बंद करके सो जाते हैं. Yes or no? Right? They just take it as their means parents just tell them directly. Okay, they never ever feel yeah it is right or wrong, it is true or not, right? They are very dreamy kind of nature. मतलब वो सपने देखते हैं. Suppose now सपने में किले बनाते हैं ना, हम लोग भी तो सपने में किले हम नहीं बनाते हैं बट बच्चे बनाते हैं. बच्चे सोचते हैं हम ऐसा करेंगे फिर ऐसा करेंगे तो मम्मा ऐसा कर देंगी. If I do this so mama will do this, my father will give, but something like some kind of stories they can cook up very easily. They're very dreamy nature, right? Clear? Now clear or not? Huh? Because
Yes, ma'am.
they just start believing everything. Whatever you share with them now, they will believe. Though it is a story only. Okay. Next is carefree. Carefree means actually carefree means if someone don't take any stress, don't worry about anything. Those people are called carefree. Clear? Clear? They don't
Don't
take.
care about anything.
Yeah, carefree. They're carefree. They never ever worried for anything. Okay, what is happening? Let it be. Clear? Nostalgic. What is nostalgic? Sai, do you know nostalgic? Sai, any idea? Nostalgic? Have you ever heard? Nostalgic? No?
No, I've
Suppose,
heard a lot of times, but I don't know its meaning.
okay, it is kind of sentiments, our sentiments, right? Suppose, uh, somewhere you found a miss old album. You found an old album, right? And there you just, your grandparents and many more people are there, right? Maybe they are not present with us right now, so we feel nostalgic because we just we just try miss what those photos, those pictures. Just we feel very like sad sometimes, some emotions that evolves within us. Okay, so we feel that oh हमारी दादी कितना अच्छा खाना पकाती थी, वो मुझे कितना प्यार करती थी, बट अभी वो हमारे साथ नहीं है. सो समथिंग लाइक दैट. उसमें हमारे इमोशन चेंज होता है. तो हमें कई बार हम रो भी पड़ते हैं, कई बार ऐसा लगता है कि दौड़ के उनके पास चले जाए. दैट इज कॉल्ड वी फील लाइक नॉस्टैल्जिक. नाउ क्लियर? That emotion, particular sentiments, our sentiments, our emotions, right?
Ma'am,
Those are connected with those pictures, those things which is really very old one, and we just kept it, right? We cherish those moments. So those moments somewhere is in our like memories. So we feel if yeah Divya, do you want to say anything?
feel emotionally by seeing that. Sorry, by remembering them who are not there with us, right?
Yes, yes, because we are recalling them. That is actually we experienced those things earlier. Now we are recalling them, and we somewhere we feel means very attached with those emotions, right? Clear?
Ma'am, you can say we are recalling them, we are recalling the
Yes,
thoughts of them.
Janvi, correct, correct. But it is like it is very strong emotion, strong emotion.
To whom
Not
we are
only,
very close.
not only simple, simple. Yeah, sometimes we start crying as well, right? Yeah. So that is we feel nostalgic. Clear? And imaginative, imaginative. Like you people are very quite imaginative, right? Now, can you go with the same? Any doubt?
No.
Imaginative. If you it means you people are very imaginative with your emotion, imagine you can create different ideas or you can draw any picture as well, right? So yeah, that is your creativity itself. Any doubt?
Ma'am, can you repeat the imaginative?
Listen, suppose, see, I'm telling you, Janvi, suppose you have been given to draw a picture, right, but with your imagine, right, suppose there's competition and you are quite imaginative and you just go in the bottom of some story profoundly, and with your imagination you just create a picture, or with your imagination you have created a story that nobody can just think about the same. Or suppose there is any problem and with your imagination you just come across any solution, means that shows your creativity. Now got it? Some new ideas, innovative ideas, right? So that kind of things are related to that. Clear?
Yeah.
Now, would you like to just share about your childhood by using all these words? Take 2 minutes. Yeah. Then after come up. Hey, Dash. Good evening. How are you?
Good evening, ma'am.
See, now I have given you this task. Many of you will just use your imaginative power, right? You are going to use, and you will just start cook up any story also. I know. So you are quite imaginative. You are imaginative. That's why if I show you any picture and all, picture composition, you create your own story and start describing that. Yeah. Now carry on quickly.
Ma'am, should I try?
Yes, I. Yeah. Who is this,
Ma'am,
Divya? Okay, Janvi,
Jan.
please come up.
Okay. Ma'am, what is the first word? Can you read it for me? Was that one on memorable? Ma'am, it means the.
Memorable. Memorable. Innocent, memorable. Yeah.
Okay. When I was small. First of all, thank you, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity to describe my childhood with this words. First of all, my childhood. My child was very memorable and innocent for me. At the time, I was very curious about the nature, about the about the human natures. I felt joyful while playing with my grandma and grandpa. I feel playful and joyful also with them. At the time, as I was 1 years old, so ma'am, Godi mein jana, what should we say in English?
Come again.
Godi mein jana.
गोद में जाना.
Yes, English.
You could you please tell me the sentence, entire sentence?
कि मतलब जब मैं छोटी थी तो जब मैं 1 साल की थी तो मैं अपने दादा दादी की गोद में जाती थी और फिर एक्सप्लोटिव नेचर को देखती थी.
Okay, I really enjoyed the lap of my grandparents. I used to just sit over there. Okay, I spend a lot of time with them. You can speak in this way, right?
Uh, I enjoyed the lack of my grandma and grandpa while explorative nature as I was living in the village, so it was amazing a lot. It was
But
precious.
explorative nature is something different. Explorative
Yes,
nature
ma'am.
is can be different. Don't connect it with that. Explorative means if child he wants to know new things. He explores something new.
So I was curious to explorate the the nature.
Not to explore, to explore.
Okay, I
So
was
you can say
curious to.
I had an explorative nature and I used to be curious to know new things, right? You can say in this way.
Okay. I had explorative nature, and I was curious to know about the new things. It was a precious time for me with my grandma and grandpa. There, my father's grandpa was also there. So with him, I had some of the no nostalgic nostalgic moments with him.
Nostalgic.
Okay, nostalgic moments with him. I always miss to him a lot. Now, there, when I was sitting with him, as he was very old, so for me, when I was sitting with him, he was at the time. I and my mother, we both were carefree. That he is my caretaker. He he takes care of me. He was taking care of me, and he was bringing some of the things for me. The tea he was making for himself and for me too. So, in the addition, I want to say that in my childhood, I was filtering the thoughts of mine and just loving the whole nature. Thank you.
Okay. But here, nostalgic. Okay, Sai, come up. Then I will just define this particular term. Yes, I come up.
Just a second. Okay. Today, I am going to tell you about my playful childhood. My childhood, in my childhood, I used to be so curious about everything. One of the memorable moments was when we were on a visit. I sorry, we due to my curious nature, I used to try to eat everything, whatever I saw. One memorable incident was when like one memorable incident was when I ate the soap, and like my whole there was infection in my whole vein pipe and so on. But at that time I found everything joyful. No tension, no tension of no tension of no burden of anything. You were fully
So you can say I
carefree.
was carefree. Yeah. In
Yeah,
short.
I was fully carefree. Also, my explorative nature gave me a memorable experience in Gurudwara. Sorry, in Haridwar. In Haridwar, I like in Haridwar. I found it very nostalgic in Haridwar. My the bhog there, my my parents' car there, which was on rent, and so on. At that time, I was also very imaginative. I usually made stories when I was in school that if this happens, then what would happen if it was in opposite. I also made many theories of my own at that time. My childhood was very precious and cherished. I was um I was very playful also at that time. One also memorable moment when I like I delivered a clothes from one with my small cycle which I carried at the back. I also become like the vegetable seller, just when my father brings all the vegetables, I put the vegetables in my carrier of the cycle and like just sell vegetables. So yeah, I would like to say that uh, my childhood was fully captivating. It was very playful and joyful. Thank you.
Okay. Fine. Who is next? Divya?
Yes, ma'am.
Come on.
Ma'am, can I say like a situation?
Situation? Okay.
Like, yes. Yesterday, I when I'm seeing for my important thing, then I
No, I am seeing. When I am seeing.
sorry, then I suffer.
You can say when I saw or when I was going to. Was.
When I saw when I suffer my important thing, then I found one photo. That after seeing that, I and my sister, um, ma'am, what can we say that we like yes, we got very nostalgic, and it was very cute photo also because it's very memorable when it was when it belongs to the zoo. When we went to the zoo, it was taken. Then it's like we are Our faces were innocent there, and very cute, like looking very half smile and look very small faces. Then it's the photo of my childhood when I'm 5 to 4 years old, and my sister is very young there, and our faces very very small, like a lilliputs. Lilliputs, like we call the yeah lilliputs, and it was very memorable one because it was taken when we are in the Hyderabad, and in my childhood we were in the Hyderabad, so we went to many places and visited so many places like zoos. I went to the zoo nearly 5 to 10 times, and Golconda, some some other also, and um, it's the time of it's the photo of going to the zoo, and it means I'm very young, so I felt very curious. Then there is also one photo like which I there with the face of curiousness, and it was very playful and joyful day for me because zoo sorry we can see so many animals that which that like wild animals, and very beautiful one like a peacock. So it will be more funny day for us. So when in my childhood, when I am when my father or mother say that we are going to there and we are going to here, and I will be going into one dreamy nature, like
I
thinking
will be. I would.
I would be I would be going to some dreamy nature that it will be
No,
like
no, no.
that.
Divya. Actually, I had a dreamy nature when they used to share with me. Yes, carry on. Just reframe your sentence. Rephrase your sentence first.
As ma'am, what are you saying?
Just rephrase your sentence. You can say, I had a dreamy nature.
Yeah, I had a dreamy nature because I didn't, I don't know at the time the place. So I will, I was taught that it will be like that, it will be like this, and but if when I went there and I will, it is more different for my dreamy nature. It because it's the first time for me. So I was I was very carefree and also see many animals by not by not sorry without the fear. So it was very memorable day and the place when I visited. So
Okay. Divya, here actually you mentioned that that place was what you said quite different from my what was that dreamy nature. No, no, that place was quite different from my imagination. What I imagined, it should not dreamy nature. Dreamy nature, Divya, it is something like suppose your grandparents they are telling you some story and they are talking, they cook up any story randomly, they just put up some characters from here and there, right? And you consider, yes, that particular character exists in this world, on this earth. Got it?
yes,
If you feel that exists here, you just start dreaming that. It can be fearful, it can be something different as well, you know. In childhood sometimes say teacher, just parents, mother especially, when kids don't sleep, right, they say, okay, please quickly sleep, otherwise ghost will come. Mama, how it looks like this and this. So the child, they just close their eyes tightly, right? They just hug their mom, right? Tightly. Because in their imagination, because actually they are dreamy in nature, right? That's why they just feel that what mama said, it is true. They rely quickly. That is called dreamy in nature. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Got it?
Yeah.
Now carry on.
Okay. Uh, ma'am, I forgot the explorative nature.
Okay, carry on.
I got. And the explorer. It's the first time. Sorry, when it was a first time to going to the zoo. For going to the zoo, I thought that it will be quite different from for which I thought. Sorry, for my dreamy nature, because I thought that it will be. I thought that it would be very very crowdy, and there are many people around me, but there are nothing like that. It's very big one, so there is nothing which I imagine. And also sorry, also it was a explorative nature when I visited that place, and it's my description. Thank you. Yes, ma'am, I
So now,
got all the words.
Divya, got it? Dreamy nature, imaginative, and if you just
Yes, ma'am.
start dreaming, na, like whatever mama is saying, you start dreaming that, okay? So it means you are relying that it is true, right? Clear?
Yes,
So it
ma'am.
is imaginative. Okay, fine. Yeah. Who is next? Anirudh, come up. Sandeep, good evening. Anirudh, come up.
Okay, ma'am.
Good evening.
Yes, ma'am. So my just wait. Yeah. So what am I? And just wait for 1 second. Just 1 second only. Yeah, it's gone. Yeah. So I'm going to describe a story about my childhood. So whenever I was small, which I did
Not whenever, when I was. Not
when
whenever.
I was small, some of the things which I did in my childhood, which are still memorable to me. Once I was jumping on the bed and I fell down. Ah! Who is this? I'm just wait. Yes, ma'am.
Anirudh, just take a break. Mute yourself. Dash, are you ready? Dash, Dash, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you like to give a try?
Okay, ma'am.
Please.
Okay, ma'am. Uh, once, once when I was searching my my school bag. Suddenly, I found a box. In that box, there is my childhood childhood photo. So I see it. It this that photo is memorable for me. For me, so it is memorable for me. I so So I remember my that old days, old days. I remember that pic was at my school. I remember that pic in my childhood. In school, I uh, I always write. I always play there in games period. I play a lot there in my childhood. In my childhood, I play a lot in my school in childhood, and there was no button from school and no button from home. Also, there was a lot of enjoy and entertainment. I feel I felt uh,
I, I used to feel. I used to
I
feel, or I
I
would feel.
used to feel very ve- very enjoy. I used to feel very good at that time, but now I had got a lot of pressure.
I used to feel blissful. I used to feel blissful. Yani very happy, right?
I used to feel blissful, but now I had got a lot of burdens. So those days were than now, better than now. And I most of time I get to play. Most of time I get to play with my friends or school friends, and at that time the study is also very easy to do. So I so if I ask to my parents to give me something, so they give me quickly quickly and I purchase a lot of things from shop at that time. Ma'am, done.
Ma'am, I got it.
Dash, whenever you are talking about past, just keep this in mind. You should use used to or would. Fine, because it was your habit. Fine. Yeah. Yes, Dash. Yeah. Anirudh, come up.
Second, yes. So I'm going to share a story about my childhood. So when I was small, I was a little bit curious about everything. That what will happen if I jump on the bed super hardly? And once I did that practically, and I fell from the bed and I got a massive jerk. My head was aching that I cannot even stand properly, and it was like it was swelled a little bit there, and it was painful. I was like, in just 1 second, my all the curiosity went out. But when as soon as I fall, it was a nostalgic moment for my mother that she was saying, why did you do this, child? And I was a quite kind of innocent child. I was just like that, and I was carefree about everything. But sometimes my mother said to me that, see, today we are going to the doctor, so please don't cry. Whenever I was small, I said to my mother, nope, I am not. But because of my joyful and playful nature, I never did like that. I just went to the doctor, take the pills, and ate them up. And I was also curious about that thing. I said, oh wow, how are these tablets like? Let's eat those. Maybe I will get superpowers, like I will be invisible for 5 to 10 minutes, and after that I will do anything which I will want. I was curious. I ate those pills and I got a headache and my liver got damaged. My mother ASAP took me to the doctor and I got admitted for many of the days. I was only for 6 months and I got admitted in the hospital. And there, I was also in my explorative nature. Whenever the doctor came near me and gave me the syrup or those type of thing, I was carefree and always in my dreamy nature. Whenever I was in a dreamy nature, I was always thinking about that explorative things. Like, wow, now I am in dreamy nature, let's go to sleep. And whenever I was like thinking those of things, I mostly time just got slept and um I slept all the time. Like how can I describe? Yes, I just think of that dreamy nature, and after that, by thinking that only, I felt slept. Whenever if anything happened to me, I was carefree, but I'm precious and cherished. So now that I cannot forget my memorable childhood.
So it seems like you were quite that explorative nature kind of nature you had, and along with that, wow, you were tended to do many more things, right? And you, even though you missed all the experiments that you shared with me earlier as well, not in this classroom, earlier session as well. Oh God, what I don't know. Why do you do all these things still? Like, Miss, do you do the same things still as well?
No, ma'am. But
Huh?
sometimes, whenever I'm a bit more curious than the normal things which I do, I just got.
You know, like this can be fatal for you as well. Don't do the same, okay?
But ma'am, I have literally fell from the bed and I got a massive jerk in my head.
Take care of yourself, okay? And
I'm
don't
a
be so
bit
that
more
much naughty.
curious.
Yes. Okay, who is Sai? Sai, do you have any class, dear?
No, ma'am, but actually from 20 my exams are starting, so that's the reason.
Okay, okay, fine. You can take it. Okay, bye. Good night.
Good night.
Okay. Uh, okay. So now, wait, one thing we can just learn today, that is some of the words, right? Okay, did we share ripple and fuel like these words? Did we share? Hey, have I shared earlier ripple?
Yes, ma'am. Ripple, fuel, and sparkle.
Done, right? Fine. Mirror,
I don't think
mirror.
so.
Remember mirror, cloud, cloud,
Ma'am.
filter,
Yes, filter we did.
shade.
Shade. I don't know about shade.
No.
No, I don't know about shade.
Divya, what about you?
Yes, ma'am.
Did we do this earlier? These terms? Ripple, it was done. Okay, mirror, cloud, and shade. Quickly check it.
One
Mirror,
minute.
Mirror. Do you think it's familiar? You are quite familiar with these terms?
No, ma'am.
No? Fine. Okay, so mirror, cloud, and shade. Okay, our target is this. Fine. Ready? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Thank you so much. Fine. So first of all, see, cloud. You all are aware of cloud, right? In the sky, you are aware of cloud, right? Now, what is there? We will just use this cloud example. That is something that obscure the clarity of something. It can be like, suppose we are happy, but just if we just like get any bad news, so it just clouded our happiness. It's cover, okay, our happiness. Or we can say sometime something that clouded our thought process as well. Suppose, for example, we get confused due to some reason. That is also cloud. Cloud means something which cover. It can cover our feelings, our thought process, right? So that is cloud. Got it?
Ma'am, I think it was already taught for us.
Pardon?
It was already taught for us.
I have already just taught it earlier.
Yeah, I think
But how did you forget this, Divya? Hey,
when you're
Yes, ma'am,
saying
you forgot.
you are not practicing.
I
That's why.
told.
Yeah. So can you come up with a sentence, Divya?
I am.
Come up,
yes, ma'am.
come up with the sentence quickly.
With,
Cloud.
are you asking with cloud?
Yes.
Okay.
Anirudh, be ready. Dash, be ready. Sandeep, ready. Cloud. Yeah.
I yes, ma'am.
Come up quickly.
I cried uh, with my sister. Sorry, ma'am. How can I say that I cried along with? Sorry, I cried when my sister is there. Like that.
Yes. I couldn't get you.
I'm saying that. How can I say in the simple form like I cried when my sister is there by saying my thoughts. Did you understand?
I I didn't understand. That's why I'm facing trouble. Yeah. Again.
Yes, ma'am. I'm just saying that how can I say that I just cried with my sister?
Try. 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 Try.
Yeah. CRY. CRY.
Cry. Cry. Okay. Cry. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I cry by saying my thoughts with my sister.
Okay.
Then how can we say that in a simple thing? Simple.
Could you just come up with the story, entire story?
Okay, ma'am. I just cried when my sister is there about my clouds. Sorry, about my things which are happened in my life. The clouds came in my sorry. How the clouds came in my life.
Okay.
Then
Okay. Fine. Mm-hmm.
I'm asking that how can we say this sentence in simple form?
So you can say like in the like when I was sharing, okay, my experience with my sister. I was crying and I just shared everything how miss difficulties that clouded my happy life or something like that. Would you like to say?
Yeah, yes.
Right?
Yes, ma'am. I just want to say
Okay.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. When I shared my thoughts with my sister, I just cried and said about how the clouds came into my life in my life.
How the difficulties clouded my beautiful and happy life.
Yes, ma'am. I got it.
Okay. Anirudh, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Come up.
Okay, ma'am. Once I was just going in the hilly areas and but with my father. My father was driving a bit quite fast and my eyes were like clouded and I was scared. Nothing bad happens with me.
Okay. So you were crying, right? And with the
No,
tears,
ma'am.
uh, your ears
And
got
my eyes
clouded
were
or
just
what?
clouded.
Okay, fine. Your eyes got clouded. Fine. What about mirror? Mirror?
Ma'am.
That is reflection. Remember, I think I have taught you.
Mm,
No?
mm.
No, ma'am, you didn't taught us.
Okay. So, for example, suppose Anirudh. Okay, I'm just making a sentence on Anirudh. Okay. His all the stories, or I can say his stories are his stories are mirror of his inquisitive nature. Right?
Not the meaning of
Right?
positive nature.
Same. You were
Oh,
exploring the explorative nature, inquisitive nature. Is inquisitive the person who is inquisitive, he is always ready to know more and more. Right?
curious.
Curious, inquisitive, right? All are similar synonyms, kind of, right? So he is mirror of his inquisitive nature, right? Whenever he shares his stories, I feel like I don't know why he wants to go extra mile and want to learn many more things, so no, right? Anirudh? Okay. Mm, if I talk about Divya, after listening her stories, no, sorry, her stories, her stories mirror her Right? Right? Divya, this is for you. Okay. Her stories mirror her beautiful personality. Right? So it means it reflects your personality. Right? So it is kind of reflection, mirror. Got it, Divya?
Yes, ma'am.
For example, I can say one more thing like if suppose you have been given a mathematical sum, right? A teacher has given, right? And if you miss in your classroom, nobody could solve that sum, but you did the same. So it mirrors your what? It mirrors your capabilities. Okay, it mirrors your intelligence. Got it, Divya? It mirrors that you are good at mathematics. Mm-hmm.
I
Yes,
didn't
Divya.
understand the meaning of mirror.
You can see it shows, it reflects.
Okay.
For
Please,
example, Divya,
stories.
see. Suppose you have 100 rupees in your piggy bank, right? And you want to buy something special for yourself. That's why you just save that money for a long time, right? What happened when you were in the shop? You were about to pay that money for something like what you wanted. You were very crazy to buy that, right? At the same time, you found there is a needy person, right, who is crying for food. What you did, you didn't pay that money to that person, and you quickly brought some food for that person. So your action your action mirrors to your means your action mirrors your kindness. Got it?
My action shows my kindness.
Kindness, yeah, so it mirrors your kindness.
Okay,
It
ma'am.
reflects your kindness. Now clear?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Mirror, what is mirror? Mirror, that in front of mirror you stand, you just groom yourself up, right? You do the same. So there you can see your own reflection. So by your own deed, you are just that your deed reflecting your nature, your kind nature, your personality. Clear? you
Yes,
can
ma'am.
see you can see your picture, right? What is inside by your own deed. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The next one is, what was that?
Shade.
Yes, just correct it. It should not be Arna. His by mistake I have done. His story is mirror. Okay. His mirror, his inquisitive nature. Okay. Now what is the next one is shade now? Mm, okay. So now first of all, we have to understand the meaning. Okay. Shade. Uh for example, shade. This is something like shade. Do you know shade? Like
Yes, ma'am. I know shade.
shade. No. So in which context
And we can say that the shade of trees.
Okay, fine. So it was shade, right? So can I say like there is a shade of doubt in his speech? Means when he was speaking, when he was delivering his speech, so I found somewhere he is doubtful. There is a shade of doubt in his speech. Divya? Divya, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Anirudh, what are you doing, dear?
Ma'am,
Huh? Sit
in
properly. Okay. So Divya, got it? There
Got it.
is a shade of doubt in his speech. Means when he was delivering his speech, I found that he is not fully confident. There is a shade of doubt. I felt, right?
Okay, sure.
Got it?
Yeah,
For example, mm, metaphorically, I'm using it. Okay. Uh,
like he is not having confidence.
yeah, exactly. Yes, yes. Uh, okay. In his story, means people are saying he's lie, but in his story, in his story, there is a shade. There is a shade of reality. I can sniff that. In his story, there is a shade of reality. People, they feel that he's lying, but I don't think in the same way.
Okay.
There's a shade of reality. Got
Yeah.
it?
Yes, ma'am.
Uh, mm, uh, suppose in the debate, in the debate, everyone had a different shade of opinion. Different shade of opinion. Divya?
Opinion, right?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Shade of opinion on the
Means in the
on the
debate,
same. Mhm.
everyone have some doubts in the other
No.
opinions.
Yeah, you can say yes. You can say everyone had some shade of doubt among their opinions, right? So
Yeah.
means there is a kind of shade. We can feel that. Got it,
Yes,
Divya?
ma'am, got
As
it.
you know, tree shade now. So it is kind of that, right? Shade of soreness, right? Shade of happiness, right, Divya? Shade of
Yes,
opinion, shade of doubt, right? Uh, like suppose we have two words, right, Divya?
yes.
Uh, so I can say, there is a shade of difference. There is a shade of difference between the meaning of these two terms. Difference. What is the meaning of this? There are two words, but their meanings are slightly different. Slightly different. Got it? So there is a shade of difference between the meaning of these two terms. Got it, Divya?
Yes, ma'am.
Meanings of these two terms. Got it? Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
This where there is a bit doubt, a bit very small amount of doubt, very small amount of difference, very small amount of something like that shade. But we can feel. Got it? Anirudh?
Yes, ma'am. Got it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now if you have any scientists quickly come up, then I will wrap up. Sandeep, any doubt? In that dark room, there was a shade of light, shade of hope. Yeah. When I was going through that difficult situation, there was a shade of hope. Yeah, Sandeep. Any doubts, Sandeep? And do you have any sentence to share? You can share. Divya, Anirudh, quickly come up. Yes,
One
Anirudh, come
sentence.
up. Yeah, come up.
Once I was solving a puzzle that was like impossible to solve, but there was a shade of possibility to solve that puzzle, and I solved it.
Great. Good. Now, Divya.
The stories of my friend. The stories of my friend mirrored her bad qualities and her thoughts.
Great. Next. Shade.
Shade. When my teacher said to me that you have to say the speech on the stage, then at the time of saying the speech, she find a shade of fear in me.
One of my teachers. The correct phrase is one of my teachers. Okay.
One of my teacher asked me to say the speech on the stage. At the last minute, um, at the last minute for saying the speech, she saw the shade of my fearness.
Okay. She found a shade of fear, right?
Yeah.
In me. Okay, fine. And as I have fear of stage, so I always reluctant to go on a stage. But one of my teachers, she found a uh, what I can say, shade of hope, or shade of I forget. There was something in my mind. She found a shade of faith over me, and she pushed me to perform for the same,
Okay.
because she had a bit faith over me that I can do this.
Yeah. I understood.
Okay, Sandeep, do you have any question?
In this debate, every person asked shade of points.
Come again.
In this debate, every person asked shades of point.
Shade of points. देखो संदीप, शेड का मतलब क्या होता है? एक छाव होती है, जो पेड़ की छाव होती है ना, हल्का सा, जो हल्की सी छाव, पूरा एरिया धूप से भरा हुआ है, लेकिन उसमें से एक छोटे से पार्ट में शेड है, इतनी बात समझ में आती है? छाव,
Yes, ma'am.
पेड़ जहां जहां पे हो रहा है, तो ये शेड जो होता है ना, बहुत ही स्मॉल अमाउंट होता है, मतलब एक बड़ी सी चीज का एक छोटा सा पार्ट जहां पर कि हम उम्मीद रखते हैं, शेड ऑफ होप, शेड ऑफ फियर, मतलब हल्का सा डर, हल्की सी उम्मीद, समझ रहे हो?
Okay.
जैसे अब जब वो बात कर रहे थे, उनकी बातों में हमें हल्की सी घबराहट सी महसूस हुई. सो we could just sniff his shade of fear when he was delivering his speech. थोड़ा सी घबराहट थी उसमें, डर सा था जब वो स्पीच दे रहे थे. समझ आया? वो जो
Yes.
हल्का सा वो शेड हम बोल रहे हैं, राइट? जैसे दो चीज है, लाइक दो ड्रेस है और दोनों ड्रेस दिखने में ऑलमोस्ट सेम है, बट देयर इज अ शेड ऑफ डिफरेंस बिटवीन दीज टू ड्रेस. इन दो ड्रेस में थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस है, अंतर है हल्का सा, विच इज लाइक इग्नोरेबल, हम उसको इग्नोर भी कर सकते हैं. क्लियर?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Anirudh, Divya, now allow me to wrap up. It's already 8:51. Okay.
Ma'am.
Now,
Okay, ma'am.
bye Anirudh.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Divya, go and sleep. Sujita, good night. I think she has slept. Sujita, see, she's taking rest. Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
Do you have any sentence? Quickly come up, Sujita. Because you are not visible today to me. In the beginning also I said the same. Yeah, now I can see you. Sujita,
yes, ma'am.
would you like to share your sentences? Mirror, shade.
Ma'am, I just went to washroom.
Huh?
Yes.
Today you didn't share about your childhood as well. At the time also you were in washroom?
Yes, ma'am.
But is she not well, Divya? Okay. So tomorrow I will take your class first, Sujita. Be ready. Okay.
Okay. Let's talk about this.
Okay, fine. Okay, good night. So be ready with the same sentences, okay? Sujita, tomorrow. Good night. Good
Ma'am,
night.
that's great, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Good night. Good night.
Okay, good night, ma'am.
Good night.